Hello everybody, this is Spaceman Productions, and today we are going to be doing something a little different than usual. Today I am going to try out, doing like a vlog of some sorts. I don't know if y'all guys were like, or I guess you could consider it a story time as well, because this is a story time that I'm telling right here. But if I ever do end up going through with making these vlogs, it's like a regular thing on the channel, I'm gonna call them vlogs more likely than not. Or maybe like vlogs / story times, because, not all of them are probably gonna end up being story times. I don't know, I might put them in their own separate categories, who knows, but for the time being, I'm just gonna call it, I don't know which one, actually. I don't know, y'all guys will be able to tell once I actually upload the video. Yeah, I just wanted to try it out, since some of my YouTube friends, shout out to Neptune and Pigmazar, have been doing it, and I'm like, oh, I have stories to tell, why not? And I mean, in the past, I have made attempts at doing my own, like, little vlog / storytime thing, like, because I have had, like, a good amount of old channels before making this Spaceman Productions channel, and in some of them, I've tried doing that whole, like, little, like, storytime, you know, story time or whatever, most of which it never went through. Like, I wasn't even able to finish with the first video, like that one time I made that one channel, and I never uploaded on it. I don't know, maybe my YouTube experience will be a video for another day, because this October, I will have been doing YouTube for 5 years now, and that's kind of crazy thinking about it. Oh, no. Shoot, 4 years, not 5 years, because 2017, yeah, never mind, that's just my brain messing with me. But, today, this, consider this like a pilot episode for my vlogs, to see how y'all guys like it. Today, I'm going to be telling the story, or I guess, about my apartment shenanigans. Basically, I guess I'm gonna have to give some context here. So for some context here, my parents are divorced, therefore, every other weekend, I have to, crap, that doesn't sound very nice, but every other weekend, me and my siblings, we go to our mom's apartment, right? And my parents have been divorced for a good couple of whiles now. I kind of like using that, I think it sounds fine, or fun, a couple of whiles, you know, but, yeah. So, my mom, so far, and her husband / my stepdad, they have lived in 2 apartment complexes and 3 individual apartments. The first apartment complex, we lived in 2 individual apartments, and then with the second apartment complex, the one that we live in now, there's only been 1 individual apartment, which we live in right now. I'm actually recording this here because it is the weekend. As of the time I'm recording this, it is Saturday. I really hope to get this video out by today, but Microsoft's Photos exporting time is a bitch, so it might end up being being out on Sunday or tomorrow. So okay, yeah. So these stories will take place in the second individual apartment in the first apartment complex, because that's when my sister and I met the people involved in this video. So basically, the people that are going to be involved in this video for the most part, like, I guess the main characters, are me, my little sister, this kid named G's. I'm changing the names, by the way, just to be, you know, safe privacy reasons. G's' little brother, Jay, and this girl named Mia. So we were all, like, friends, you know, we would go around doing stuff around the apartments, you know, like normal kid stuff, like riding our scooters, playing hide and seek, tag, the occasional truth or dare, and then we would also, you know, do fighting, jumping into ditches, and need I forget, spin the bottle. Yes, we did indeed do spin the bottle. Basically, we were very experienced in the art of doing shit we thought was raw. Which, I mean, to be honest, it kind of was raw. Like, even nowadays, I was like, yeah, that's definitely the rawest I've ever been. Either that, or my 4th grade, year. I don't know, those were both years where I was just, like, decided to be like, okay, no, I'm not gonna be a goody two-shoes. I give no fucks. Because 4th grade was the time that I gave no fucks at all. Neptune and Pygmies are, if y'all guys are watching, y'all guys know. Because, like, usually every other year in school, I would just be like, oh, okay, I'm getting my work done, blah, 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 I'm so nice, right? And then 4th grade, I was just like, you know, fuck this shit, I'm done. But that's a story for another video. Yeah, and, okay, I guess we're gonna talk about the parts that don't really seem like normal kid stuff. So we'll start with the fighting, right? So, basically, what would happen is that we would be hanging out as usual, you know, we would be hanging out, we would be going on our scooters, right? We would basically just go all around the apartment complexes, like, literally, we would go everywhere in the apartment complex, because it was a pretty big apartment complex, and usually the fights took place at nighttime, because, I don't know why, but that's just a detail that I remember in my head, is that the fights took place at nighttime, like, during 7 p.m., 8 p.m., because this was, like, if I remember correctly, this was during, like, the summer, before 5th grade, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, the summer before 5th grade, which was when most of this stuff went down, as far as I'm aware, and then, like, leading up to Christmas 2019, because after Christmas 2019, that's when my, mom moved over to the apartment that we live in, or that I go to now, yeah, so that's around the time frame, but yeah, so that way we could, like, stay up as long as we wanted to for the most part, until school kicks back in session. Even then, on, like, Friday nights and Saturday nights, we could still, like, oh, yeah, except for not on Sunday nights. Yeah, that's just something that I remember, like, they all took place during nighttime. It was kind of weird, but basically what would happen is that one of us would say some dumb shit, right, just stupid, off the wall, right, and then another one of us would say, or would respond back, would clap back, whatever, with some more dumb shit, right? And we would just be saying oddball thing after oddball thing, and eventually that turned into arguments, which eventually turned into roasting, which eventually turned into a little the play fight, you know, which then turned into fighting, which then turns into everybody going full-on Super Smash Brothers Ultimate. Because, you know, you hit me. Why'd you hit my brother? Why'd you hit my brother? What the fuck? Hey, yo, why'd you hit my friend? And then everybody's, like, beating each other up, right? And it was, like, it was fighting. Like, we were punching each other and stuff like that. We were, we were, like, jumping off of logs. We were doing anime fight moves, you know, like, Gomu Gomu no Beastolo, or, you know, what Luffy does. It was basically real-life button combos, you know, X plus A, down plus B, stuff like that. Yeah, it was, to be completely honest, it was kind of nuts. Yeah, that was some fun stuff. And then, like, eventually, like, after we fought for a bit, we were just like, oh, okay, yeah, we'll stop. And then, yeah, I'm starting to get a bit hurt from all this fighting, so how about we just stop? Yeah, I remember one time I got kicked in the balls because I roasted G's, and then he just kicked me in the balls, and that hurt like crap. That's the only time that I can actually think of where I got kicked in the balls. I can't remember any other times where that happened to me. It hurt bad. At least it wasn't a full force kick, it was just like a kick. But yeah, that was the fights. Now we got the jumping into ditches part. Basically, in the apartments, there were lots of, like, ditches around the complex. Like, the complex was kind of like a more wild area, because the thing is, these new apartments, or this new apartment complex that, I go to every other weekend now, right? I like the interiors better than the old apartments, because the interiors are much nicer and much, like, cozy and stuff like that. But the exterior, the outside, is kind of bland. The only thing that's, like, cool about it is, like, there's a woods nearby, but other than that, I'm pretty sure there was a woods nearby in the old apartment. Yeah, the old apartment, like, the outside of the old apartment was much cooler, right? But there were lots of, like, breaks in the fences. Now, it was cool, because oftentimes, those breaks in the fences would lead down to ditches, which there were a good amount of outside the complex. And there was also another break in the fence that led to a 7-Eleven, gas station because the apartment complex was situated near like a really busy road. So yeah, there was a 7-Eleven nearby. So sometimes we would like go through the fence and go over to the 7-Eleven, and we would like get something. I remember one time when I got a Butterfinger. That was cool. But yeah, and there was also ditches, right? And so one of those ditches, there was a big drop down if you wanted to get in there, or there was like a kind of like a brick slope that you could climb down. That was like situated on like below an apartment. So most of the time, me and my little sister, we would just climb down the rock, or the brick, like slope. It was kind of like, it wasn't like a full-on slope. It wasn't like a smooth. No, it wasn't like that. But it was like a brick. Then you would go down a bit, go to the right a bit, and then a brick, and then do that like a ton of times, and then you got that. So you could kind of like climb it like stairs, but you had to like be careful because you could fall down and, I don't know, break your face or whatever. But G's and J, they were kind of badasses because they would always just like, yo, I'm gonna jump down, and everybody would be like, yo, he's so raw, so badass, you know, or whatever we would say back then. I mean, we did cuss a lot, to be fair. Like usually. Like, whenever, I don't know, like, or, crap, I just completely lost my train of thought there. But yeah, like, when we were out there, me, G's, J, and sometimes, and actually probably Mia too, we would, like, be cursing like sailors. We would be throwing all the fucks, all the shits, all the asses, all the bitches, all that sort of stuff like that, while my sister was just like, okay. Yeah, we had a lot of fun in those ditches, right? We got to, like, run around. And also, this one time, G's, he lost his phone in a gutter, and he was scared, because his mom would be super pissed at him if she found out that he lost his phone in the gutter. But there happened to be a teenager nearby. I don't remember if, I ever, like, ended up knowing what their gender was, so I'm just gonna go with, I'm just not gonna assume, I'm just gonna, say that their pronouns were they, them, just to be safe. But basically, they were like, oh, I've lived in these apartments ever since I was like a kid. I know how to help you guys get out of this situation, right? So they help us open the little like sewer door thingy, like the little thing that you open to enter into the gutters and the sewers and stuff like that, right? And they helped us out. And one of us jumped in there. We got the phone out, and it was like dope, right? And then I guess they were like, yo, and then like, you know, the ditches, and then we were like, yeah, we know the ditches. And then they were like, yo, how about we like go over there, because there's like some cool stuff that we can do. And we were like, oh, okay, yeah. And there was like if we went like past the ditch, right, if we went over it, there was a big brick wall, right, and we could climb up of it. And then there were like sections with just like a ton of stuff in them, like trees and like sticks and rocks and stuff like that. And I think there might have been some barbed wire too, but thankfully you could like walk on top of the walls because they were like wide enough as to where you could actually like walk on them if you kept your balance, which I was very careful in doing that one day. My little sister wasn't there, but me, G's, Jay, and Mia were there, and they were all just like jumping in there, they were jumping out, they were climbing up the rock, and I just decided to walk on the wall because, I don't know, I guess I was like a wimp or something like that. I don't know, I mean, I could understand it was some pretty deep drops, but, you know, they were raw, for real. And then, the teenager, or like when us and the teenager, we all got over to the, like, edge of the apartment, it was, like the edge, like the very edge of the apartment complex. Like this ditch was outside of the complex as a whole, right? And we're like, oh crap, it's a fence. How do we get back in? It's all fence, and it's all just like we would have to go all the way back. And I'm pretty sure that's kind of impossible, considering how far of a distance we went. But then the teenager was like, hey yo, I know how to get out of this, right? So they helped us get over the fence and back into the apartment complex. And yeah, that was a really cool day, if I'm gonna be honest. Like, that was so cool. They were a cool person. Teenager, there's like no way that you're ever gonna end up seeing this video. But if you do, you're cool. You know, if you I'm just gonna give a broad definition. This was in Texas because I live in Texas, you know, the Yeehaw state, and yes, it is true, we do drink sweet tea just about every single day. Not all of us are conservatives, though. Definitely not. Look at me for an example. I am definitely not conservative. Yeah, and then there was also the spin the bottle. Spin the bottle, relatively self-explanatory. It was like spin the bottle. Basically, we would be like, yo, we found this bottle. Yo, I have an idea. And then it just turned into spin the bottle. That would also oftentimes happen at night, but sometimes we would do it in the afternoon. Yeah, and for some reason, whenever, like, a dude would spin it, and it landed on another dude, because there were 3 of us dudes, me, G's, and Jay, and then there were only 2 girls, my sister, and, Mia, right? And whenever, like, a dude would spin it, and it landed on a dude, we would just have to hug, which, like, is, like, really, like, I can understand that, because, like, G's and J were brothers, but if it was, like, me and I landed on G's, I mean, I think the same was with the girls, like, if Elena landed on Mia, then they would hug, I'm pretty sure, so that was, like, okay, most of the time it's just hugging, and then every now and again, somebody gets a smooch on the lips, cool. I remember this one time where, Elena, or my sister, or I mean, I guess I can call her by Elena, because her YouTube channel has her, like, full name in it and everything, yeah, she kissed Jay on the lips once, because, like, the bottle landed on him, and everybody was like, yo, oh my god, dude, right? That was, kind of nuts, yeah, but, I mean, we could have just, like, let it, so that way, you know, like, if the bottle, if I spin the bottle, it lands on G's, why not? And same goes for if Elaine spun the bottle, and it lands on Mia, why not? I mean, that's just me, I'm perfectly okay with kissing dudes, that's just me, though. I don't know about y'all. So yeah, that was just, the pilot episode of my little vlog / storytime thing. Sorry if it was long. I'm looking at my phone right now. I'm recording this via my phone, and it says that we're already 17 minutes in. So that's kind of bad. But, oh well, I mean, it's not too long. So, yeah, hopefully you guys really enjoyed the video. I'll try to make ones in the future shorter. If you guys like it, then give it a like, and then say in the comments, like, oh, I want more, so that way I know to do more. And, yeah, that's about for this video. About it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!